Howdy, hi. It is Dear Job Sports WNBA picks and predictions for Tuesday, July 1st. We are looking at the Commissioner's Cup game. Let's get into the video. All right, as always, we first have to recap our previous day's results. This is back from Sunday. We had our best day in the WNBA so far. It's tough to get better than 11-2 with a 5-game slate and picking 3 player props. Now, we did add 2 teams to the ban list, and we removed 2 teams. So I'll first touch on that. I removed the Chicago Sky. I think they've won their last 2, maybe 3 out of their last 4. They're just better than the Sparks right now. So the Sparks deserve to be on the ban list because they are atrocious. Realize how I put the Sparks right next to their head coach, Lynn Roberts, who should have been fired 2 weeks ago. I don't understand how she still has a job. And then next we added the Connecticut Sun. Again, the Connecticut Sun could have been added a month ago, but now that Marina Mabrey is hurt and done for the next month and a half, this team is not going to win a game. They lost to the Lynx by 39 points. It's only a 40-minute basketball game. I really don't know how you do that. So, the other team we removed was the Atlanta Dream. They were only on there for a couple of days, but if you lose to the Wings on the road and only score 53 points, you have to be put on the ban list. So I don't regret that one. That was a quick trip to the ban list. The longest tenured person on the ban list is Arike Gumbawale. The only thing she has to do to be removed is shoot 50% from the field, which she has done only 1 time this entire season. She sucks. Okay, I'm going to recap these games real quick, then we'll get on to the Commissioner's Cup game tomorrow. So, in our 11-2, I didn't have space to fit out all of the actual props, but we hit all of our PRA's overs. We had Asia, we had Alicia, and then we had Dearica Hamby. All of them hit. Asia Wilson was the one who popped off the most. 26 points, 18 rebounds, 7 assists. That is a total of 51 PRA. I think I had her at 34.5, maybe 33.5. I forget what that line was at. Whatever it was way too low for Asia. Asia can go for 30 points at any game. The rebounds are always there. And she's basically the facilitator of the offense. They're starting to run her more at the top and letting her work her way around, which I like. So Becky Hammond, that is a good adjustment. Next one, Alicia Gray. She also popped off. She dropped, where you at? Was it 20? Yep, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. She did get a little bit of benefit from the Ryan Howard injury. Ryan Howard only played 23 minutes. Alicia Gray got 36. So I'm not sure how serious Ryan Howard injury is, but we'll see how that goes. It looks like it might be Alicia Gray season for the next little bit of this their stretch here. Then we had Dearica Hamby, who hit her PRA despite the Sparks losing the game outright to the Sky on Candace Parker jersey retirement night, which should be a crime. But Dearica goes for 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. That is 34 PRA. I want to say we got her at like 24.5, 23.5. I don't have my notebook in front of me, nor do I feel like pulling it up on my tickets. So either way, we hit all of our PRAs. Now for the actual spread recap. Atlanta Dream, plus 3.5. Over 166.5. Both were good. The Dream actually flipped all the way through 0. They closed as a 1.5 point favorite, which is absurd. 4 points of line movement, and we actually get on the right side. That is the first time closing line value has actually helped us. This one probably should have gone under, and then both teams combined for 55 points in the final quarter to score 171. So that was a nice lucky over hit. We then had the over 169.5 in the Sky game. This was never a doubt. Neither of these teams play any defense. They both suck. Final score, Chicago Sky 92, LA Sparks 85. It would appear as though the Sparks are just that much worse than the Sky. That is the final time these teams play the entire season. They're done. They will not see each other again unless they both make the playoffs. There ain't no way in hell that is happening. Next game, finally, the Aces actually come through. If you've been here for most of the WNBA season, I have basically blindly backed the Aces every single game, no matter what their spread is. And most of the times they don't cover. They have been horrible against the spread this year. But this time they hit the spread. They hit the money line. I did not take the money line. My balls are not that big enough. But the 7.5 was good. The under was good. And Asia hit. So this was a 3-0 sweep on the Aces Mercury game. Final score, 84-81. The Aces really tried to throw away this game. The final quarter was 25-31. I thought I was going to lose the spread and lose to the over. I was like, damn, I'm going to go 0 for 2 in this final. And that's going to be brutal. But they didn't. They win 84-81. I think it was Jewel Lloyd who hit a massive three-pointer with like 8 seconds left. Was it? Nope. It was Asia with the 2-pointer. I don't know what I'm remembering. Anyway, we win both of our bets, which normally doesn't happen with the Aces. We then had probably the easiest bet of the day, Lynx minus 20.5, and the over 153.5. They scored 102. They won 102-63. 51% from the field. They only shot 29% from deep. They could have probably put up 115 if they would have shot the ball a little bit better. Shout out to Nafisa, 23-9-2. The Sun are really bad. There's not much to say. They're horrible. Tina Charles, 1 of 6. Bria Hartley, 1 of 8. Anissa Morrow, 5 of 14. Lindsay Allen off the bench, 0 of 4. This team is just real bad. With Marina Mabrey, without Marina Mabrey, they're atrocious. Then at the under, 158 in the Golden State Valkyries Seattle Storm game. Final score here, 57-84. The Valkyries are 9-7 as an expansion team. What the fuck? Storm shoot 27% from the field, 21% from deep. Despite winning the offensive rebound battle and the turnover battle, they lose the game by 27. That is impressive. Our two losers, we have the Sparks, who are now on the ban list. Again, Lynn Roberts. Why is she still a coach? She doesn't know what she's doing. Their only offensive identity is give the ball to Kelsey Plum up top. If she's not able to create something, they don't have a play. Rickea Jackson is not being used properly. They keep on trying to isolate her. They clear out one half of the court and let her go post up against whoever their small forward is. That is not how Rickea Jackson plays basketball. What you have to do is ISO her at the top of the key and then let her go to work. You clear out everybody from the paint, you give her the ball at the top, and you let Rickea drive. You can have Hamby crash into the hoop on one side, Azray crashing on the other side. She can dish it off, or she can just pull up for like a 12-foot J. Why the fuck are you playing post up down low with Rickea Jackson? This shit does not work. She doesn't know what she's doing. It's like she doesn't even know who's on her team. Kelsey Plum, 4 of 16. Rickea Jackson, 3 of 11. Combined, they went 2 of 13 from deep with 7 turnovers. Holy shit. They're bad. Then the Storm, like I said, they just couldn't hit water from a boat. Minus 4.5, never stood a chance. They lose by 27, despite winning the offensive rebound battle and the turnover battle. I mean, that is like some Chicago Sky level shit. But who cares? 11-2, fantastic day. The band list changes a little bit. Eventually, it's just going to be all Lynn Roberts photos. So, Enrique, you shoot 50% and you're off. All right, that's that. Let's get on to the Commissioner Cup game for tomorrow. All right, so if it is not obvious enough as to who is on the right side of the screen, I'm all over the Lynx. Whether Caitlin Clark plays, whether she sits, I really don't care. I think the Lynx are going to win by 100. They should dominate. Give me the Lynx on the spread minus the 6.5. Give me the over 165.5. The Fever are not going to be able to stop this Lynx offense. So, Commissioner Cup, this is the final. Winner gets $500,000 plus like $200,000 from crypto.com and then like $20,000 from other various whatever. It's like $700,000 total to the winning team, split up, divided by the players and the coaches or whoever. Who knows? Either way, it's a decent amount of money for the WNBA standards. Caitlin Clark, questionable. I'm assuming she plays. There's a lot of money on the line. There's an in-season title on the line. They're going to want to suit up for this. Fever, though, they suck. They are coming off a 94-86 win at the Wings. They did not have Caitlin. I'm not going to read much into that at all. The Wings are horrible. Like I said, Caitlin listed as questionable. Even if she plays, she is 1 for her last 23 three-point attempts on the road. She can't shoot the ball currently. She's shooting under 30% from deep this year. Under 30%. It's something like 4 or 5% on the road. 4 or 5. Just egregious numbers. The Lynx, they have one of the best defenses in the league. I really don't see, even with CC on the court, how the Fever are going to score that many points. The Fever don't play defense. They have no one to stop Fee. They have no one to stop Alana Smith or Kayla McBride. It's not going to work. The Lynx, they're 14-2 on the year. They just beat the Sun by 39. They are second in points per game, first in field goal percentage, first in three-point percentage. They have the much deeper bench. They're undefeated at home, 8-0. This team is very good. So give me the Lynx, give me the over. I really don't think it's going to be close. And if Caitlin Clark does not play, this is going to be a murder. Player props. I was tempted to take Nafisa Collier, but then I thought, if I'm Stephanie White, how are we winning this game? And the answer is, the only chance the Fever have is if they stop Nafisa Collier at all costs. So I think that is what Stephanie White is going to do. She is a good defensive coach. So they're going to game plan around stopping Nafisa. Therefore, that is going to open up Alana Smith and Kayla McBride. So that's who we're taking. PRA over for Alana Smith, 17.5. I would have liked to get her just points and rebounds, but FanDuel didn't have that option. It was either points individually, rebounds individually, or PRA. So I said, fuck it, give me the PRA. So like I was saying in the recap for the Fever, they don't play defense against opposing bigs. They're going to be fully focused on Nafisa Collier down low. It's going to be a lot of Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston doubling Nafisa when she gets to the paint. And that's just going to leave Alana Smith open. She's really good from shooting the ball from deep this year. She can rebound very well. Indiana cannot rebound defensively or offensively. It's not something they're good at. So I'm going to take her PRA over 17.5. She hit this in her last game for us, so let's run it back. Then we got Kayla McBride, points and assists over 17.5. It's kind of the same angle. If you're going to double Fee down low, you're going to leave people open to shoot. Kayla McBride is the last person you're going to want shooting open threes. 41% from deep this year. She has hit this 17.5 points plus assist number in 3 out of her last 4 games. This should be high scoring. The Fever don't play defense. The Lynx score the second most points per game. They're at home in a Commissioner's Cup final. This should be belt to ass territory. Give me Alana Smith, PRA over 17.5. Kayla McBride, PA over 17.5. Both of these are found on FanDuel. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. We will be back Wednesday night. We have a big slate for Thursday, and then we're back to regularly scheduled big slate WNBA games. So I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.